All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, scandal. The FBI has released some very, very damning information that is directly related to Terence Crawford and the Canelo Alvarez potential fight, and also Turki Al-Sheikh, but in a way that is, for many people, unbelievable. At the same time, please know that I've been telling you about this. There is a major investigation going on in the United States. There's going to be a lot of charges being filed on people, a lot of people being in a lot of big trouble. But this piece of news that broke today or yesterday is so huge that you have to put it in context. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Before I get into this live stream, this video, I want to say thank you to Sean Vitale and Sean Vitale's YouTube channel. You should be able to see the link to the video below this video. I'll make certain that I put it in there so that you can see the video that he did about an article that was written in a publication or website called Proatica. I will put it in the link in the description box as well. That came out with a news article that was devastating for the world of boxing if you really know what you're looking at. Serious, serious, serious stuff. And what is it? There is a group of people that are suing the Saudi Arabian government. It is called the families of the victims of 9/11. They have been suing the Saudi Arabian government for a while, and the Saudi Arabian government is asking to have the case dismissed because the families of 9/11 are connecting Saudi Arabia with what happened on that date. I don't think there's any need for us to talk about what the date, September 11th, 2000, I do believe it was 2000 or 2001, what that is and what happened that day. So those families believe and have been doing serious amounts of investigation that the Saudi Arabian government is directly connected to that. And they have released information. The Great Britain, the intelligence agency of Great Britain released information that was collected by the FBI, but not shared in the report that was ultimately done about the 9/11, terrible, terrible thing, that connected somebody who, as a Saudi intelligence agent, provided the support for two of the people that were believed to actually have been on the planes that caused that terrible, terrible thing to take place. So there is now a direct connection, according to this lawsuit, according to the research that's out, that directly connects Saudi to that particular instant. Now, why is that so huge for boxing? Because it's coming right on the back of a news article that came out in the New York Times, in The Athletic, that talked about Turki Al-Sheikh specifically, his background specifically with the Saudi Arabian military, the Saudi Arabian intelligence organizations, and specifically a person, I'm not going to say the name because I leave you guys to do the research once I give you this. I'll put links in the comment section in the underneath the video so that you can go to the links yourself for the article. But there is a person that was seen with Turki Al-Sheikh during the preparation for a heavyweight title fight, recent one, that is wanted by the FBI for allegedly bribing Twitter officials or Twitter workers to provide to him the contact information of people so that they could get to those people behind the people behind their Twitter accounts. Now, why is that important? Turki al-Sheikh, according to this report, has an entire wing of a prison named after him for all the people that he put in that prison wing. Also, he is rumored to be responsible or participated in the unaliving of a certain journalist whose last name is Khashoggi. So as you can see, this is very, very serious business. And the connection is what? The Saudi royal family. And why is this? Because Turki al-Sheikh's claim to fame and his influence comes from the same place that Osama bin Laden influence came from. Saudi, in the case of the person blamed for for that tragedy, last name bin Laden, he's Saudi Arabian. His family, his last name was very close to the Saudi royal family. Turki al-Sheikh's family of the last name is also very close to the Saudi royal family. You have the person who was supposed to be responsible that was working with now Saudi intelligence to set things up. You have Turki al-Sheikh working with somebody who's considered to be a spy. This guy was considered to be a spy as well, right? Intelligence. That means this guy was considered to be a spy for them. So is this particular person connected to this guy? It's the same playbook twice. The only thing this one was, according to what these families are saying and what these articles are saying, was one was actually a physical one. What is being said now is that this is a cultural attack. And if you look at and this is, again, I don't want to go too much into Sean Vitale's video. I think you should watch it. He did a great job of talking about what was going on with Turki al-Sheikh, Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, and the PGA, specifically with the LIV tour, and how Congress was very concerned about the fact that they were willing to lose so much money to overshine the other issues that are going on within Saudi Arabia as far as, certain rights and privileges not being given to certain people and other actions that they may be involved in. Anyway, let's get downstream a little bit further. There's a fight that's going to be taking place in New York City. And in New York City, it's going to be in Times Square. It's going to be somewhere. There's going to be so much surveillance on that thing. To me, it's almost as if somebody forced that man to have it right in the middle of Times Square so that everybody could put cameras on anybody that gets an invite from that guy. I am telling you guys, and I've been saying, not all money is good money. And I'm going to do a part 2 because this information and the disinformation and the money being spread around, by the way, if you read this article and the person that they're talking about that was connected to the thing that happened in the early 2000s, what did they say this guy was doing? He was a grad student just spreading around a bunch of money. That's the one term that just set with me when they described the guy that was over here. He was spreading around a lot of money into a lot of different organizations in California. What do you have Turki al-Sheikh doing? Spreading around ridiculous amounts of money all over the country for no reason whatsoever, cannot possibly make it a profitable endeavor. But what's going to ultimately happen to boxing, the industry that he is trying to tank? It's going to tank. He already says he wants to put TKO on top of it, get rid of the Ali Act and all of the protections for the fighters, and pay them next to nothing to fight for cards that he has to name with Dana White. There is such things as calling a cultural warfare. There's also economic warfare. There's also things like, with the tariff wars that are going on. But this, I do believe, falls safely into the category of a cultural one, where they are trying to take over boxing, take over sports. In the United States, they might try to take sports over all over the world. Because what is sports? Sports is your pastime. Sports is your entertainment. Sports is where people are energized and it can make you look like you're the greatest guy in the world. On the other hand, you're really not that. And that's exactly what that article in the New York Times said about Turki al-Sheikh. And that's what this new stuff is saying about these particular people. that may have been connected to something very, very bad. So if you think that you cannot be connected in some way when you're taking this money that's just getting handed out to everybody, man, not all money is good money, buddy. Not all money is good money, buddy. And if you can't see the connections between the two things that I laid out, I have to wonder if you're just being blind on purpose. Please don't spread your propaganda and misinformation on my channel, man. I don't need it. I don't want it. And we want to talk the truth. So, man, crazy stuff. Check out the articles. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.